Welcome to part 40 of Final Fantasy 15. Let's go on ahead and talk to Iris and proceed with the game since last part went out at night, got roughed up pretty badly.
Sure.
But hey, at least we got some money out of that little find of ours, didn't we? I mean, not that much, but hey, 3,000 gil is better than nothing. No, seriously, night hunts can be annoying because of things like what happened in Part 38. But on a side note, there's a reason why I paid for a whole week's rental of Chocobo. It's because of the fact that somewhere along the line, Ignis will stop driving and we will have to take a Chocobo to one of the destinations we need to go to before we go to Cape Caem. And also Iris will want to ride a Chocobo the rest of the way. Seriously,
There's barely enough room for our luggage. Thank goodness you.
I'd rather not hear Gladio bitch about Noctis not providing a Chocobo. So, I made sure to get at least 4 days. I'll refill it to like a whole week, and then after that, the Chocobo rental will be done once we get to Caem, because we're going to be using the Regalia to do certain tasks before actually continuing on with the story. And even then, once we get to Cape Caem, I'm breaking off for the Chocobo Festival. That is one thing that's going to be done, and I'll show that off, and then after that, I'll continue the story. Anyway, we've already been to Ravito, so we've just passed through this area. We're just practically sightseeing with Iris. Iris is such a lovely young lady.
Thank you for driving, Ignis.
It would be a shame if
Are you the only one that drives?
Noctis is taking naughty pictures of her. Nah, he's not that type of guy.
He's just
Prompto maybe, but not Noctis.
Wow, are they that bad?
not bad at all, right?
Anywho,
But there's no way the big guy's taking any chances with his little sister in the car.
we'll just be sitting here, taking a enjoyable ride, and I don't think we'll be able to skip this ride because this is all undiscovered areas.
I'm okay.
You are sandwiched in back there.
Have Prompto.
Yes, Ignis slowing down, that too is also undiscovered, so there's not really much we could do. This is all part of the game, basically. And we just passed by one of the strongholds we recently took down, I do believe. Or are we about to take down? One of the two.
I got some bad news, guys.
Either way,
Oh, great! Another
Uh-oh.
fortress.
looks like this is the fortress we're gonna have to take down.
Relax, we've got this.
So, we'll have to infiltrate that fort, but for the time being, we're going to have Iris stay over in Old Lestallum while we're doing so. So,
Taking matters into hand.
we're going to have to deal with the fort.
And for Talca, too.
And once again, it'll be more infiltration.
All right.
Careful, Noct.
So, I'm going to increase the Chocobo time limit as soon as the conversation is over, and I will up it from 4 days to 7. Let's see if I can buy something from here.
Thank you for shopping with us.
Oh wait, I've already bought everything special from here. This is where we got the Iron Chef recipes. And I think we've gotten all the things we... Wait, hold on. There's a few undiscovered recipes. Might as well get those to see if Ignis will learn anything new if I did. I think that's all.
Take care.
So let's move out. And no, he didn't come up with a new recipe. Not just yet. It'll probably show up like later on in the chapters. So let's go ahead and call our chocobos and head over to that fort. Because this is where things are going to get really, really hectic. Yes, we were taking a car drive, but we're going to take like certain pit stops in order for us to
Those aren't concrete.
either move around a bit, call a chocobo, or take care of business. In this case, we're going to be taking down a fortress, which, mind you, is one of the forts that is blocking the way to Caem. And I'm going the wrong way. Let me zoom in. Yep, I'm going the wrong way like a doofus. So I might as well go back the way I came. There we go.
We beat them once. They won't make it easy this time.
And by the time we reach over here, our chocobo would be at level 5 more than likely. And having a level 5 chocobo is absolutely fantastic.
She is all alone.
God forbid I'm gonna have to start the chocobo races.
She'll be fine.
Now when I start doing that, that is going to be where I get all the AP from. Just constantly racing chocobos for AP and mostly items.
Well, she's tough, but I'd feel better if we got this over with and got back on the road.
But, needless to say, do not underestimate Iris and that pink chocobo. Because, my god, she will kick your ass in the racing. But let's go on ahead and take a shortcut and deviate away from the GPS. Oh no, I almost accidentally triggered a random encounter. But that's okay. We're here in this Imperial base.
She's traveling around with her owner.
And oh, we almost triggered another random encounter. I guess we almost ran into a couple of wild animals here, or Imperials? I'm not sure. But we're gonna have to get off the chocobos real soon, because they're not gonna go any further. See, once we get here, they're not gonna go any further.
Thanks for the ride. We'll meet again.
So let's sneak past the guards and not actually get into a throwdown just yet. I mean, we still will have to. So I'm going to change up the gears appropriate for this area. After all, we are fighting a bunch of Magitech soldiers, so it's appropriate we hit them with their own medicine. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. That was me coughing in the background, and I'm sorry about that. Anyway, easy does it. Just get up the stairway here and just kill this guy. Well, I would have done a warp kill, but apparently I wasn't locked on to the guy. Well, that works too. Ah, didn't do that fast enough. Oh well. Time for a cutscene.
So, what's our plan?
Find the base commander and take him into custody. Targeting Metal Man will yield little in the way of reconnaissance, but Bones bend easily. We'll split into 2 groups of 2. Prompto and Gladio will generate a diversion.
Oh yeah, making a scene's what I do best.
Noct, are you prepared?
Operation To Catch a Commander is go.
And now we're starting off with yet another stealth mission. This time, the stealth mission is us capturing a commander from this fortress. quite frankly, the commander that may have been responsible for Jarrett's death. Though we would know that because of the fact that he only died off screen. Now, if they would have actually had an episode Iris, which one of the things that was out there, then at least we know what's going on.
Up-jumped mercenary.
But for the time being, this is Caligo.
Let's follow him. Seize him.
We're gonna have to, or Calipo, or whatever the fuck you want to call him. I'll call him Cannon Fodder. That'll be his new nickname. Especially since this isn't the last time you see him. So all we need to do is practically track his movements and not be seen. You can warp kill. Just don't warp near the guards or near him.
I'm no man's fool. He sent Highwind to watch me.
No, it's Caligo. I was right the first time. I thought it was Calipo because it was so blurry that G looked like a P. But it is in 720p, so there is that factor going on here. Alright, he's dead. So, I don't need to warp kill anyone else. Just the necessary guards I need to warp kill. Like this guy. Screw that guy. He owes me $5.
It's no mere coincidence.
Let's see, anybody else? Yeah, you.
Claims to
Screw you too.
her as a person.
You're the one piloting the mech that killed my dog, bitch. Alright, let's just try to warp ahead of him and not warp strike. God damn it. I was trying to do... Thank you. Because you see, if you lose track of Caligo, he will get out of your sight and the mission will fail and you'll have to do it all over again. It's not necessarily a game over. You just restart from the last time you started this mission, which is basically at the start of this entire
And I'll be damned if that person
stealth section. So, just warp from side to side, keep out of the way of the Imperial guards, and you'll do this no problem. And there will come a time that he'll break away from the guards. That's when you strike. Anytime sooner, and then he'll be alerted. Yes, you could even inadvertently warp kill him. You don't want to do that. Let's see. Let's go here. We're getting closer and closer to catching him by himself. He's gonna break away. He will. So let's see. Ah, there's one. Let's go here. Oh wait, he won't see me here.
guard here. If the Commodore arrives, send her through.
Okay, he's pretty much broken away. He's broken away, so I'll go right here, so nobody will see me. And then I'll teleport over to these stairs right here, so I'll be right above him. Come on. That's it. Be a good little Imperial lapdog and walk right into the path. The path of being subdued like the coward you are. And surprise, motherfucker! There we go.
Keep it up.
He's been subdued. At least he's not dead.
Set to work.
And now, more mayhem is caused. Ignis will break away from the party. And by the way, all the Imperial soldiers you kill is actually experienced towards Noctis and Ignis. But seeing as how Ignis has broken away from the party, all the damage, all the enemies that you defeat in this area up until Ignis comes back will all go to you, Prompto, and Gladio. Or mostly you. Oh, looks like I'm wrong. The Imperial soldiers actually do attack you. And the Magitech armor is holding up on its own. Let's see. I do believe we're supposed to go the other way. Or just kill that guy who's been shooting at me from the back area. Let's see. I don't think I need to let anybody in because we already got the regalia. I was thinking that that was this mission and I lost track. When in fact, you need to run into Gladio and Prompto and finish off whatever robots that's here. And yes, it will be odd. Oh god, he jumped up in the air. Crap, that's a new one. But anyway, yes, it would be odd trying to balance out the leveling of your characters because sometimes they do break away. Party separation is a pain in the ass, I know. But in this case, it's not too bad because everybody will eventually level up the same way once you actually get to get the experience points bonus from the what do I call it? Oh yeah, the timed quest. The timed quest shop actually has quest points where you can just buy experience, and then you can just simply use that experience, stay up most of the night, and then afterwards go to the other place. What was it? Oh yes, Golden Key. That's what it was. I had to think about it for a second there. Sorry for the dead air. But unfortunately, even though we just got through kicking butt, and I just got through capturing that commander, it seems that Ignis lost him. But Ignis did get the experience points for me attacking those Imperial soldiers before going through all that rampage and stuff. So with that said, we can leave out this place since we finished off these guys. Hey, look! It's Sexodus! It is Aranea! And she is actually the wake-up call boss for people who aren't wearing the exosuit. My god, is this bitch hard! She had me burn through a lot of expenditures. Sorry I called her a bitch, but she can be! Oh, she can be. Oh, by the way, I did pause this because after all, it was a 10-minute mark. Anyway, and this is also the reason why I had to redo all of my recordings, because I didn't get the full Aranea battle. Well, now I am. See, Aranea will constantly use high jump every time she's about to attack. Sometimes she will miss. Other times, she will move out the way to just avoid combinations and warp strikes and blindside links. But if there's one thing you got to be careful is that the fact that you don't need to use magic against her. You can, however, use armature or harpoons against, or spears against her actually. Otherwise, this battle's nothing.
But this girl doesn't work after all.
Sorry if I'm talking to the cutscene, but this one's actually over. Very quickly, I might add. But as you can see, with the exosuit on, you didn't take much damage. But Araneo can actually break the exosuit if you're not careful.
I'm still worried about Iris.
So yeah, I do believe it's over. And now, let's get back to Iris. And again, if I'm talking to the cutscene and if it's annoying you, I apologize. Because there was so much I had to say. But basically, Aranea was the reason why I had to redo the recordings. Because I thought I recorded the whole Aranea fight and only recorded chunks and bits of it. And also, it recorded chunks and bits on getting up to the point where I was in Chapter 6. So I had to redo everything over again. Thankfully, I did, because there was a lot of things that I managed to record and I figured out I could do up at this point. So yeah. We managed to at least get some experience points on the way. But thankfully, by the time we leave and head back to Lestallum, or Olestallum, it'll be nighttime. And of course, Iris will actually hang out at our own cabin. So, that'll be the end of the day, and of course, this is where, again, something that irks my nerves, the uneven leveling begins. Because sometimes Ignis breaks from the group, sometimes Prompto breaks from the group, sometimes Gladio breaks from the group, especially in the last couple of chapters.
It's great. You could be a professional.
And of course, Iris actually compliments Prompto's picture. So, might as well take that, and also take that picture of Aranea, because that was a very, very good shot of Aranea. Yeah, that was like the best shot ever. Full-on cleavage shot there. Way to go, Prompto. See what I mean by Prompto's actually the one that does that sort of thing and not Noctis? I mean, he took some rather risque close-ups sometimes, and it ends up in my automatic camera feed. So let's take off the exosuit. Don't worry, I'll give them a little run again. But it'll be like in the tougher areas, like for instance the Castlemark dungeon. Trust me, it's going to have some use there. And we also lost a couple of days from this, and here I am looking for a weapon shop. Or at least trying to find one, and there's no weapon shop here. Or I probably missed it. No weapon shop. Okay, let's head on out. Because we're kind of wasted time here. Or at least I am. And every time I press A, I always jump. That could be annoying. You could just use the X button to examine instead of A. Seriously, it wouldn't kill you. So now, we're going to be taking ourselves yet another trip back to Caem. And, well, actually, we're going back on our trip to Caem. We may end up taking another pit stop soon enough. And even though we're talking,
Think things would have gone differently if you were here now?
Maybe we'll get the chance to find out.
Ignis and Prompto, was actually talking, and I think, Iris was probably saying something, I'm not sure, but she was in that position where she was looking out the back of the car. I think I saw her mouth move a little bit, but that's just me. Anyway, it is a long trip, and it'll only take us at least 2 parts to get there. Of that I am certain. No, actually, no, wait, it'll take 3 parts to get there. Because the entirety of the next part, I do believe, is going to be our next destination.
Never been one to turn down an invitation. If what they say,
And
I think it is true.
this is where we take our pit stop.
Looking for here.
We're going to be going into the Moment Thicket. And it's a good thing we are going here too, because the Moment Thicket is actually home to another King Sword. So yeah, this is actually an important place to stop by.
Are you kidding?
See, I told you guys we're going to be getting some new some new king swords along the way.
Could be better.
I mean, there are some optional ones, but there's also some mandatory ones. This is one of the mandatory ones. It's not really as hard as you would think. Granted, the enemies do hit pretty hard, and granted, we now have Iris among us. It's not as hard as you think.
While you guys were gone, I saw a
So,
chocobo run
now that
past.
we have
Person on its back.
chocobos, we might as well call for a couple of chocobos
Super fun.
and prepare ourselves for a long journey, because in the next part, part 41, we're going to start our way into the moment thicket, and I do believe that is going to be the entirety of part 41. With that said, let's go, mighty chocobo! Let's go off into the wild blue wilderness.
Nice riding with you.
But first, let me pick up that shiny MacGuffin. Or should I say magic? Because magic is good. Magic is real good. Yes, I need lots of magic, especially to survive Moment Thicket. It's not hard, like I said, but it's the enemy at the end of Moment Thicket that you're going to need the magic for. So with that said, I'm going to once again hop on the chocobo and find some electricity in the dungeon, since we're already going to be ending the part here. So what to expect next part? Again, we're going to be going into the Moment Thicket. It's going to be the whole part. And we'll probably find a couple of recipes on the way there. You never know. One thing is clear. Gladio won't be beating me in a chocobo race anytime soon. Of that I'm certain. Maybe Ignis. Maybe Prompto. Maybe... No, not maybe. Iris definitely. But not Gladio. Sorry, bro. Not gonna let that happen. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next part. But there is one thing left that I have to say, as I was going to explain to you all that the scheduling is going to be a little bit tight. I mean, Sunday, Paper Mario is going to be delayed. This time, I'm going to have to work. And oh yeah, I got myself a level 5 in Chocobo. But yeah, Sunday I'm going to have to work. So expect Paper Mario on Monday. And I'll probably try to rush that out if I can. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, White Chocobos rule.